Hey guys, this is Anime Green on the EAN, and this is a pretty interesting topic. Do you think that the former Big Three was better than the current Big Three? Now, previously it wasn't really called the Big Three, but generally most people knew what the main big anime of the era, I guess. Everybody knew what it was. And previously, which would be between the 90s and the early 2000s, it will just obviously be Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. The third one's kind of opinion, it was kind of shaky. Nobody really knew because there were so many new anime out. But I would probably have to go with Rurouni Kenshin because that was more popular back in the day than you probably think, especially in like 2000 in the early 90s. It was pretty popular. I remember like seeing a lot of the movies and the anime itself. A lot of my friends used to watch it when I was a kid, so I'll say, in my opinion, those were the previous big three. Now, I may be wrong. There might be a big three that you're thinking of that was early before this current big three, but I'm just gonna go with those three animes, and I'll compare them to our current big three, which is Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. Now, which one is better? Now, I'm not going to just go out and plainly say it, oh, which one is better. I'll just put my opinions and points into it and see, what we come at in the conclusion. So, if we're talking about art style, that's pretty interesting because the art style really is important if you're reading a manga and the animation, of course, in the anime. Now, here I have a manga of Dragon Ball Z. Now, if I compare this Dragon Ball Z, the panel style and how the artwork is, and just how the cover is, I compare it to like one of the new big threes, current big threes like Bleach, compare it to the art style, who would win? I would have to say the previous big three would have to win art style. I mean, I read some Yu Yu Hakusho manga, and I read some Dragon Ball Z manga. The way the panels are actually made, and just like the art style, in my opinion, is better than what it is now. Nowadays, we just either get big panels of simple pictures, and the small panels are just of faces and text. This Dragon Ball stuff and Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, they had like some awesome scenes. They were all slanted, and that's the manga. They're better, in my opinion, the art style. Animation wise, of course, this generation, because the technology is more advanced, so the animation is going to look better. Especially we got HD and Blu-ray, and everything's just going to look more crisp and clean. So if you compare a new like a Naruto DVD to a new Yu Yu Hakusho DVD, and who would win? Probably in art style and animation, probably Naruto, because it's newer. We have new technology, so the animation could be like more crisp and clean. So I'll say animation, this generation wins. Now, characters. This is kind of hard. In my opinion, I think it's kind of a tie. I mean, because the characters nowadays are awesome, and we got Luffy and Zoro, some epic characters. But we compare them to Kenshin and Sanosuke from Rurouni Kenshin. That's just wow. That's hard. If you know these characters, then you know that that's a hard decision to make. So in my opinion, it'll be a tie for characters. Like, we do have some pretty epic characters. Like, we got freaking Kakashi and Naruto. We got, who else? Ichigo himself. He's just an epic character. These characters are awesome, but you compare them to Yusuke and Hiei, that's a pretty hard bet. So I'll put it at a tie for characters, and even character development is pretty much a tie, because they both do pretty good on that. Now, the quality of the anime and the manga of the previous generation to this generation, and the quality, I mean the actual content of it in the how long it's been going on. For example, One Piece, it's at like 600 chapters. Wow. I mean, we look at Yu Yu Hakusho, that was only like, what, 100 or 200 chapters? and like only 100 episodes, and One Piece is at like 500 and something episodes. Wow, this generation is longer. I mean, even look at Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was pretty long, and Dragon Ball Z. Put those together, that's a long series. But I think One Piece is longer than Dragon Ball. I haven't done any research, but I'm pretty sure One Piece is just long as heck. So is Naruto. It's at like 550 something, chapters. That's a lot of chapters, a lot of episodes. So for the long running, I'll say this generation is longer. Last generation, it wasn't long, but I said it was more popular. Because you remember back in the day, Dragon Ball Z used to be the stuff. Everybody at school knew it. I mean, it didn't care what clique or whatever group you were in. Everybody knew Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people knew Yu Yu Hakusho, that was popular. Even like some people knew Pokemon, that was popular back in the day. I know it's not popular nowadays, but just the old generation anime and manga were way more popular. This generation's big, but I don't know. I don't think the fans are as... We have hardcore Naruto and Bleach and One Piece fans, but you compare them to a Dragon Ball Z fan? Nah. I mean, I know some hardcore Dragon Ball Z fans. Anyway, guys, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic. What do you think is better, the previous Big Three or the current Big Three? Which is basically... Do you think Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Rurouni Kenshin, the anime and the mangas, are better than Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece? Sorry for making this long, guys, but I just want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, on the battle between the big three. So please like, subscribe to the EAN, Elite Anime Nations, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.